Hi, Julie Gray here. Today I want to share with you 5 signs that you're already in the midst of change. So we can all get pretty fired up about creating change, especially at the beginning of the new year. And one of the things that I realized years and years ago when I started working with clients is how important it was for them to see that they were not at the beginning of change. When they hired me, originally I was a professional organizer. When they hired me to organize their house, they had to go through so much decisions and so much change before they could even get to the point where they were ready to call me. And so hiring me wasn't the start of change, but just the continuation of. And it's a really helpful distinction because we can not feel so overwhelmed by what's in front of us, especially if we've got big ideas on what we want to create and what we want to shift. So that's the first one. If you're calling people to support you in change, whether it's a friend, whether it's somebody that you're hiring, that's a really big sign that you're already in it. It's not the beginning. You're already in the middle of the process of change. Another sign is that you're getting rid of stuff left and right. Like, I have just seen this my whole life with clients and friends and people. If you're in that kind of purge, and it could be, frankly, people, it could be actual physical stuff, it could be obligations, it could be cleaning out your schedule, your calendar. When people start to just pare down, there's a shift in priorities happening. There's a clarity that's happening, and it's something that you're already in the middle of. I've noticed when your friends or family, people that you're around often, if they're in the middle of big milestones, there's a good possibility, I have no sort of science for this, but there's a good chance that you're in the middle of something too. It seems to kind of happen in waves for people and waves for groups, where people sort of upend things or create transitions or transformations in similar time frames. Another sign is that you're feeling stuck. You're feeling kind of restless. And that can only occur if there's something that you want different. Now, you might not know what that is, but you're already in the middle of change if you've got a feeling of that. If you've got a feeling of just antsiness or restlessness or frustration even, or just feeling stuck, you're in the process of change. It's already occurring. You don't even have to drive that. You don't even have to run that. Like, it's already happening. It's already working in your life. And it can be really helpful in those moments to see all the ways in which your life is changing that you might not be paying attention to, because we get kind of myopic when we have a particular change that we want to create. And it can be a real game changer, frankly, when we start to see how change is already occurring all around us all the time. When you're setting goals, that could be a sign, but it's really, really important to note that you want to just make sure that those goals are coming within you. They're coming from within you. They're not something that you're kind of putting, like you're shoulding on yourself, right? You're telling yourself you should do this thing from your head. Notice whether or not it's coming from that deeper part of you, that wisdom part of you, versus something you're telling yourself you have to do. When it's coming from that deeper part, you're in the middle of change. When you're up here, you're trying to force change. You're trying to force change, and it's going to be more challenging. And the last sign that I'll give you, I think we're at 5 or maybe we're at more, is that you're watching this right now. If you're not in the midst of change, if you're not in the middle of it, you wouldn't be watching it. You wouldn't be even noticing this. You wouldn't be paying attention to it. So just relax into the fact that you're already in the process of creating change. And if you want more about how to navigate that from the inside out paradigm, definitely check out my other videos. Check out and subscribe to this channel. And also feel free to pop over to my website or join my Facebook group. And there's just a ton more resources available as well. Thanks for listening, and take care until next time.